We have to come through to you with beautiful things that have happened in the agriculture sector. And of course, on Wednesday mornings like this at 11 o'clock, a few minutes past 11 o'clock, and you hear this voice, nothing else other than how we can improve on the food systems of this country. And that's why we come to you this morning with SHADEZ Agrotainment Agriculture Today. And don't forget, today is Wednesday, the 22nd of April. How time flies. And time checking our studios is 6 minutes past 11 o'clock. On this program, we'll be here till somewhere close to 12 o'clock, where we shall go to the newsroom, extract the current stories and bring them to you. And then by 12:30, Ade is back to the studio, to take you through business and entrepreneurship tips. So if you're interested in business, that's another special time that you just have to wait for. My name's Big Daddy on radio, the Ovai One of Rumohenu Sokwe Bahumuno land. And this is my specialty. I love agriculture. I love food production. I love everything that has to do with Nigerians waking up in the morning, having breakfast, and in the evenings, they are able to eat even before going to bed. And that's why we would not stop bringing you this beautiful program, SHADEZ Agrotainment Agriculture Today. All right. Today it's clear again that Nigeria farmers ask for government support to produce more. When I say produce more, I mean produce more food or risk a food crisis in this country. And if this is coming at this time where we already have some locations or areas where people are already crying that there is food shortage in this country, so I'm wondering, if farmers are crying out and they say they need support, and if they don't get this support, the tendency for this country to risk a food crisis, food shortage is there. I don't know what else we want to hear. That means the crisis we are facing as far as food production is concerned and its consumption would be much more than what we are currently facing right now. And don't forget that rainy season is already here. And so this is time where we usually say is planting season. And so if the farmers are crying out, so we need to support them. But this cry is coming amid revenue leakage, to the tune of 34 trillion naira, as alleged by the 2023 Labour Party presidential, candidate, Mr. Peter Obi. This has been in the news, so it's no longer new to hear that there has been revenue leakage. But what we have been hearing so far, all this while, is the fact that it's a performing economy. A performing economy. And I'm wondering, if you have a performing economy that is being coordinated by a performing minister, would there be any need, if there's any, cabinet shake-up, for that minister to be dropped? Usually it is people who are not doing well that are usually dropped. So a performer would always remain there to perform to the end of the process. So, some people might be asking, if Peter Obi alleges, has the agencies that are responsible for all this kind of investigations, have they taken to their toes to see whether these allegations are right or not? Where are we on this? So this is coming amid this, allegation by the presidential candidate for Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, and also the fact that even the small food that we have is currently going through a lot of wastage. And so it is clearly also stated that the food waste in this country, Nigeria, is the highest in the African continent. Can you beat that? Does anything tell you anything that, look, the reason why this is happening is because we lack infrastructure to store this food? Now, in another development, the federal government begins mass agricultural settlements project. and they are taking off with the Niger State, where an MOU has been signed with the Niger State government to say they will provide housing for farmers, and the Niger State government will make available 100,000 hectares of land for this project. And like I said, an MOU has been signed. This is cheery news. These are the kind of stories we want to hear. I still also do know that some people would say we've heard several of these kind of stories, and yet we don't see the end of these stories. Can we, for at least for once, have faith? Can we align with what is good that the federal government and perhaps some states are doing? Maybe the reason we are skeptical sometimes is because some of these things are not coming down to the South or to Rivers State. Let me put it straight. If there are this kind of collaborations happening in Rivers State with the federal government, then it will have been easier for us when we hear what is happening in other states. We will just align and we believe that, yes, this is what is going on. So, well, this will be our talking point and much more. I have with me right here to dissect some of these issues and more Professor Nwiswato David Sarogoro of the Rivers State University Faculty of Agriculture, Department of Forestry and Environment. He is an astute